Mayor Epstein, you want to come forward? So the Pedestrian Safety Advisory Board does an annual poster contest. And we'd like to congratulate 3 winners this year. And the K2 winner is Anya Malhotra from Deerfield Elementary School, grade 2. Forrest Roberts from Washington School, that was our 3. Avantika Dutt is our Millburn Middle School grade 7 winner. And not here tonight, but our high school grade 11 winner is Annabelle Cabos. Hold up your post. You want to check for this? Excellent. Thank you all very much. So walk, bike, and roll. Want to just say a message to the community about how important it is to use green and alternate modes of transportation to get to school safe.
It's really important, and it helps the environment and yourself, and it helps you stay fit, and it keeps the environment green.
Like she said, like using bikes and walking to school is much more like environmentally safe for the environment.
If you dry on too much, it will produce more global warming, which will be harmful to the planet.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Pedestrian Safety Advisory Board. Thank you. Thank you.
Great, so we're gonna move on to reports. I'm gonna start. The Friends of the Library's annual book sale concluded yesterday. Pretty Sruder and I attended yesterday. I was amazed at what a great variety of books were offered, as well as what a great value it was. All the books you could fit in a bag for only $10. If you missed it this year, make sure to check it out next year. Over the weekend, I met with a group of concerned Norwood residents to hear their complaints about traffic and speeding related issues in their neighborhood, especially around middle school drop-off and pickup times. We're working with the police department to step up enforcement in the area and are looking to improve viability with radar-based speed signs, as well as collecting traffic data. Hopefully more to come on that in the future. The next 2 township committee meetings on June 2nd and June 16th will be held on the 2nd floor of the Millburn Public Library, as the Ed Center will be in use both of those days as polling locations. Additionally, we have 2 ordinances on the agenda tonight related to the acquisition of 368 Essex Street, so known as the Palm Salon. This property is strategically valuable to the township as it gives us a contiguous block with the Rimback lot that we already own. There are a variety of potential municipal purposes this property could serve, including, but not limited to, additional parking, serving as an alternative site for the 9 Main Street dump housing project, or a potential future municipal building. We will discuss this further at ordinance introduction, but I just wanted to state this up front as I expect to come up during the public comment. We will not be making any comments tonight about any potential settlement negotiations that may or may not be taking place with RPM and/or Fair Share Housing with regards to the 9 Main Street project. The public should rest assured this administration will make the terms of any potential settlement agreement public prior to any official action being taken. Freeman Stoller, over to you with reports.
Thank you, Mayor. All right, Recreation Committee pool resurfacing and ADA ramp installation project is now complete. Pool opens on May 23rd. As warm as it is outside, everyone's going to take full advantage of that. Fort Milo registration is still open. That date is June 7th. The second annual Par 3 Breakfast Camp Ramble tournament is sold out and will be held Saturday, June 13th. Special Improvement District, Girls Night out is well underway. The event's going to be downtown June 4th from 5 to 8 p.m. The event will feature local vendor sales, promotions, events, live music, free childcare from Pop Blossom Studio and Genius Gems, free swag bags, and more. Follow Explore Millburn Short Hills on Instagram or visit the website for more information. And as well as, I'm sure everybody's heard that our director, Steve Grillo, has resigned and will be moving on at the end of the month. And listen, he's become not only a great asset to the town, but a friend as well. So we wish him well. Finance Committee, no updates tonight. BOE, Board of Education Liaison. Millburn Athletics, proud to celebrate the class of 2026 student athletes. We had a number of people sign on signing day, which was May 6th. Just a few of the notables are Derek Arduino is going to Holy Family University for baseball. Isabel Liu, state champion in golf, is going to Princeton University. Anna Stitska for lacrosse is going to Villanova University. Tom C, another golfer, is going to Rensselaer Polytech Institute, RPI, great school. Drew Gilbert is going to Bowdoin College for tennis, and then Julian O'Neill is going to Drew University local for soccer, and Annika Nordberg is going to Middlebury College for track and field. So congratulations to all those guys. It's a great progress. Then the Millburn Short Hills Art Advisory Committee wants to invite the community to view the 2026 Scholarship Winners Exhibit on display at the Millburn Free Public Library from May 3rd through May 24th. My daughter was actually a winner of that as well, way back when. It's 20 years of partnership with Millburn High School and the AAC to honor the 15 AP and top honor students. Those talented students will be selected by an art professional and a jury of their peers and go from there. Encourage you to stop by and support it. Joint facilities, no update. Open space tax fund, we have the Arboretum project. We voted, it's in front of us today. Affordable housing, I'll defer to council.
All right, Committeeman Cohen,
I don't have any reports tonight.
Deputy Mayor Cosgrove. Thank you, Mayor. No report. Committeeman Cerrito.
Always a report. Good evening, everyone. Couple of brief things. We will be holding a Short Hills train station pedestrian safety information session, and so that'll be the second one we're hosting, and also an in-person meeting of the Pedestrian Safety Advisory Board within the next month or so. So keep an eye out on that. There's an RFP out for the Flood Mitigation Advisory Committee. Work continues to be ongoing there. The Cultural Diversity Committee will be holding a cultural craft showcase on Saturday, June 20th from 1 to 4 at the Barrow Community Center. Experience hands-on demonstrations, learn new skills, be inspired by local traditions from our community. If you're interested in demonstrating your craft, fill out the form on the Township website. The Long-Term Strategic Planning Committee is setting the goal for a strategic plan to be completed by year end, and we'll be meeting this week. 250th Committee and around town, the Memorial Day Parade will be taking place on Monday, May 25th, which is Memorial Day, starting at 11 a.m. And we encourage the community to come out and decorate in red, white, and blue. On Saturday, May 30th, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Millburn 1780, Revolutionary History Comes Alive. Keller Park will turn into a reenactment ground. Experience history coming alive, Battle of Springfield Day. Join us in celebrating by stepping back into June 1780, when present-day Millburn played a critical role in our nation's quest for independence. We welcome the 3rd New Jersey Regiment, Jersey Blues, for a day of demonstrations, interactive activities for all ages, meet Continental Army soldiers, civilian camp followers, learn about daily life during the Revolutionary War, for soldiers, demonstrations, interactive activities for all ages. We are looking for volunteers as well, so please sign up on the Township website. And there will be activities every hour, roughly between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Registration for the 2026 Millburn Junior Police Academy closes this Friday, the May 22nd. And I also viewed the art advisory artwork just the other day, which is absolutely amazing. That's the end of my report.
Thank you, Business Administrator McDonald.
Thank you, Mayor. Just one follow-up to the speeding concerns in the Knollwood area. In addition, the police department will be looking at traffic counts, but also we'll be speaking with the middle school as well to hopefully have them put out some additional messaging to have parents slow down as they are driving kids to school. So just a collaborative effort there to try to work on some solutions. Just a reminder to residents, we started our road projects that were sort of a phase 2 from 2025. Kind of spread out all throughout town, but right now they're just doing curb work, drainage work, all the sort of pre-work before milling and paving. Milling and paving will not take place until after school lets out. I know there's some concerns of road closures. Certainly one of the trickier areas that we're going to be dealing with is South Terrace. That's getting milled and paved at some point over the summer, but I just wanted to let everybody know that that notice went out today as well with a little bit more detailed information on the township's projects. We're currently working on the 2026 roads as well. That will be done sometime in the fall. And PSC&G continues their work up on Jefferson and in that area for gas main replacement. That work will then spread, go down to Chatham Road and in the Glenwood area by the school over the summer. Unfortunately, when the weather warms, that also means there's a lot of work being done in town, which is a good thing, but also I understand it can be disruptive. But we're doing our best to make sure that it's communicated by both PSC&G and whoever else is doing the work at the township. We just appreciate everybody's patience as we continue to do that work. So that's all.
Alex, can you give an update on the parking pilot, the angle parking?
Oh, yeah, sure. So we are kind of wrapping up the angled parking pilot. We're gonna pivot to reverse angled parking as our next pilot there at Whittingham and Lackawanna. So we plan on doing that after Memorial Day. We'll get through the holiday weekend. We need to sort of redraw the lines, grind out the old lines, repaint them. So it is a little bit of a effort transition wise, but we want to sort of evaluate and see how a reverse angled solution there will work. Once we're done with that pilot, we'll inform the township committee of how it all went, both the angled and the reverse angled, and make a decision as to what that project will look like when we look to create that bump out at Whittingham and the shorter crossing and pedestrian safety there. What will the parking be, I think is the ultimate question.
Attorney Cantor.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a brief update on affordable housing. The court has scheduled a fourth-round compliance hearing for June 8th. However, and again, a compliance hearing would be so the township could have immunity for the entire fourth round. Fair Share Housing Center drafted a letter asking for a adjournment. As the mayor alluded to, as far as a settlement with RPM in progress, I think there's been an adjournment to see where we are on that issue. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, public comment. When invited to speak, to offer your comments, please come to the lectern, clearly state your name and whether you are a Millburn resident and or property or business owner. Please do not provide your full address, seeing as our meetings are recorded and readily available to the public. To facilitate an orderly meeting and to permit all to be heard, speakers shall limit their comments to 1 3-minute session. Will be prompted when there is 30 seconds remaining. A reminder, this is not a time for dialogue or to debate a matter, and this is a time during our business meeting for the public to offer comments. Now open the public comment period.
Good evening.
Should be.
Good evening, Charles Van Vera, a resident of Short Hills. I'd like an update, if you can, on 2 projects that I have an interest in. One is the shared salt dome. The second is the turf field project. I coached softball, rec softball in town for many years as my girls were growing up. I can't count the number of times we had unplayable conditions and we had to cancel practices and cancel games, even though it hadn't rained for a day or two. So I have an interest in that. I'd like to see that go through. Then I have a comment on Andy says on the setback infringement. I have to tell you, for over 50 years, I've been building refineries in Pembroke. Never once did I have an issue with improper setback or placing refineries or structures or foundations in the wrong locations. And that was before satellite positioning. That was in the old days of transits and I just can't understand unless it was a deliberate land grab, how somebody would have a setback violation. The last issue regarding the Short Hills train station safety, I've been taking my daughter to the train in the morning for the 7:30 train. And I noticed so many people coming from the Glenwood section, particularly over by the school, walking along sidewalk until they get to the new construction. Some of them walk along cordoned off areas, some of them cross the street and walk through the parking spaces. Everybody continues, it's a free-for-all, and everybody continues, there's no sidewalk on the train station side of the tracks. I did notice that the platform extends to the corner of Woodland and Chatham, but there's no stairs there, but there's a crosswalk there. So maybe it's not our property, maybe it's up to New Jersey Transit to do, but I would really recommend that you put stairs there and allow the pedestrians who have crossed the street there in the crosswalk to not walk along through the parking spaces, but let them go up to the platform that already exists. And even better, extend the platform to the other side of the new Woodland project and let them cross the street, a block earlier and extend the platform. It's much safer with them walking along the platform than it is in the street. So if we're talking about safety there, that would be my recommendation, and I think you can recommend that to Jersey Transit. Thank you.
Good evening, go Knicks, okay. For T. Cyber, 25-year resident. I only have one comment. Milburn Avenue is county road, I believe, right? Is it a county road? I don't know. Is it? So talk about free for all. So if you want to cross the street where G and Marco is, you're coming from the post office side, press the button, the lights go on. The light changes on the corner here, and those cars take off as fast as you could possibly drive a car. And you're looking like, are they gonna stop or are they not gonna stop? Generally, they don't stop. So my recommendation comment, make Milburn Avenue from that section right there, 15 miles an hour speed limit. And that will slow down. I mean, why not? That's a Summit, Maplewood, these other towns, nobody's speeding through those towns. They're driving nicely through it. Anyway, that's what I have to say.
If anyone online? No. Right, I now close the public comment period. Responses, start with you, Committee Solar.
Thank you for your participation, no response.
I just like to tell Mr. Bourbon that Annie says people, we are hearing before the planning board tomorrow night to talk about the setback issue. I obviously have no idea what they're gonna say or what will come out of it, but I would suggest that if you have nothing else to do tomorrow night, you might want to attend.
Deputy Mayor Costa.
No comment, thank you, Mayor.
Good evening, Mr. Rudo.
Just thank you for your comments and we'll look into it.
The turf project is progressing. The engineers, I understand they're working on a new submission to the NJDEP. We actually got some good news from the NJDEP. We thought we were gonna have to do some underground water storage, and turns out we're not gonna have to do that, so that's gonna potentially save about $1 million. So that's a really welcome development. But that project is moving forward. As far as the train station platform, Mr. Donald, I think NJ Transit owns that.
Yeah, they own the platform.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Mr. Cyber, you know, the thing about speed limits are, we change it to 15 miles an hour, people are still gonna go the speed they're going now. We're in New Jersey, where unfortunately, it seems like speed limits are taken more as a suggestion, than as a law. So, I mean, I think people just need to slow down and be courteous. I also don't know if it's fair to say that there's no speeding in, you know, Maplewood or Summit. I don't know, I've been to those places and sometimes the cars go pretty fast there too. I think this is not a problem that's unique to us. But residents just need to, be more courteous. That's all I have. Mr. Down?
Thank you, Mayor. Yeah, just a comment on the shared salt dome. That was sort of just a discussion. As everyone knows, we have a very good relationship between our DPW, Springfield and Milburn. That was the discussion at one point, that they were looking into. It is not moving forward, but it is not a dead conversation. If they find another place to potentially put a salt dome, we will certainly be involved in that conversation and always appreciate our relationship with Springfield. You know, just on the Glenwood area, you know, obviously one of the things that we are discussing in the Short Hills train station is how you funnel people to the places that you want them to cross, not necessarily creating places, new places for them to cross. One of the challenges is the embankment itself and the retaining wall that would take down the sidewalk on that side, the cost of that, and, you know, even putting in stairs that people, you know, can get up to that platform. I think part of the idea is making sure that people, one, walk on the sidewalk. I don't understand the concept of walking in the parking spaces or on the other side of the street. But yeah, but to a degree, if we're going to fix maybe the behavior needs to change, not necessarily we need to create an infrastructure to adapt to the behavior. So that's the only thing I would say about that. And certainly, you know, these comments can come up when we have that additional meeting.
We can certainly look at putting up some type of sign, you know,
Sure.
on the park lot or something like
Yeah,
that.
signage is always.
Yeah.
Get rid of the.
But the platform extends that.
Attorney Cantor?
No response, Mayor, thank you.
Consent agenda resolutions. The Township Committee will now consider consent agenda resolutions. Are there any comments from the committee in regards to any items listed on the consent agenda? May I have a motion to approve resolution 26-142 through resolution 26-147, which are listed on the consent agenda? Motion. May I have a second?
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Cohen?
Yes.
Mr. Fosco?
Yes.
Mr. Ceruto?
Yes.
Mr. Stoller? Mayor Sakamandy?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Resolution 26-148, affirming the recommendation of the Open Space Trust Fund Advisory Committee to utilize open space funds towards core arboretum projects. Are there any comments from the committee?
Mayor, I'm gonna step out on this one. Okay, I'm on, for the folks in the audience, I'm on the Arboretum Board, I'm on the Open Space Board, and also on this, I feel more comfortable stepping out. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any comments from the committee in regards to the resolution? No? All right. May I have a motion to approve resolution 26-148?
Motion.
May I have a second? Second. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Cohen?
Yes.
Mr. Fosco has recused himself. Mr. Ceruto?
Yes.
Mr. Stoller?
Affirmative.
Mayor Sakamandy?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mr. Cosgrove, if you can hear us, you can come back now. Right. Resolution 26-149, authorizing the planning board to undertake a preliminary investigation to determine whether block 702, lots 8 and 9 constitute an area in need of redevelopment, whether such area should be designated as a condemnation redevelopment area pursuant to the local redevelopment housing laws. So this resolution is the first step in a process to condemn the Fugger building that sits over top of the river. This building has been vacant for years, and many residents have described it as a blight on our downtown. Flood Mitigation Advisory Committee has also made the determination that removing this building would be a necessary step in a multi-part process to help reduce flooding of our downtown. Currently, if a foreign object, such as a car, for instance, gets stuck under this building, it'd be very difficult for us to remove it during a storm, and it would inhibit water flow and make flooding worse. For many years, residents have asked for action to be taken on this building, and we finally have a TC that has the courage to take the necessary and proper action, and tonight we are taking the first step in that process. Just for the sake of clarification, I know there was some speculation online that this might be an area in need of redevelopment for housing. That's not the intended purpose. We're simply looking to condemn the building and figure out what we want to do with that area. Are there any comments from the committee in regards to resolution 26-149?
I have a question. You keep saying the building, but it's actually, isn't it two buildings?
It is two buildings. So we had heard that the buildings might be for sale, which sort of brought this to our attention, and it's also been something that I think has been a long-standing complaint for a while. So the area in need of redevelopment we're proposing would encompass both buildings. It's unclear whether you could even take down one building without affecting the other. So it makes sense to look at that area holistically. And so that's why our resolution is both across lots of lots.
So I'm gonna vote against this. If there was if there was a rumor that there was a possibility that those buildings be sold, then let the free market, if he has the opportunity to sell them, let him sell them. I don't know if that's true or if that was a bluffing strategy. To me, this seems like the beginning of a bailout of the landlord that has an asset that's not really something he wants to keep. And I don't think that the township should be responsible for bailing him out. So if he can sell it, let him sell it.
Are there any other comments from the members? All right, may I have a motion to approve resolution 26-149?
Motion.
And a second.
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Cohen,
No,
Mr. Cosgrove,
Yes.
Mr. Ceruto,
Yes.
Mr. Stoller,
That's an emphatic yes.
Mayor Sakamandy,
Yes. All right. Ordinances. I would like to present an ordinance entitled ordinance number 2752-26, bond ordinance providing for the acquisition of certain real property by and in the township of Milburn, in the county of Essex, state of New Jersey, appropriating $1,750,000. Therefore, and authorizing for the issuance of $1,650,000 bonds or notes of the township to finance part of the costs thereof. This bond ordinance is necessary to fund the purchase of 368 Essex Street. As I stated during my reports, the site is strategically valuable to the town and its acquisition can be used for a variety of municipal purposes. I move that this ordinance be taken up and passed on first reading and that the township clerk be authorized to have the ordinance posted in accordance with law on the Milburn Township Public Notices page and for hearing and final passage on Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026 at the Milburn Library, second floor located at 200 Glen Avenue in Milburn. May I have a second, please?
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Cohen,
yes.
Mr. Cosgrove,
Yes.
Mr. Ceruto,
Yes.
Mr. Stoller,
Correct.
Mayor Sakamandy.
Yes. All right, I would like to present an ordinance entitled ordinance number 2753-26. Ordinance of the Township Committee of the Township of Milburn, County of Essex, State of New Jersey, authorizing a purchase and sale agreement, Polymer Enterprises, for the purchase of property within the township identified as block 1212, lot 24, and commonly known by the street address 368 Essex Street. This ordinance is to approve the purchase and sale agreement for 368 Essex Street, which is also known as the Palm Salon. As I stated previously, the site could serve a number of potential municipal uses, including but not limited to serving as a potential alternative site for the disastrous 9 Main Street dump housing project that was recklessly foisted upon us by prior administrations. I move that this ordinance be taken up and passed on first reading, and that the township clerk be authorized to have the ordinance posted in accordance with law on the Milburn Township Public Notices page and for hearing and final passage on Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026, at the Milburn Library, second floor, located at 200 Glen Avenue in Milburn. May I have a second, please?
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Cohen?
Yes.
Mr. Cosgrove?
Yes.
Mr. Ceruto?
Yes.
Mr. Stoller?
Affirmative.
Mayor Sakamandy?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Ordinance 2749-26. Deputy Mayor Cosgrove is scheduled to sponsor.
Thank you, Mayor. I present for consideration an ordinance entitled ordinance number 2749-26. A capital ordinance providing for various parking utility improvements in and for the Township of Milburn, County of Essex, State of New Jersey, and appropriating $200,000 therefore from the Parking Capital Improvement Fund to pay for the cost thereof. Tonight is the time set for the public hearing and final passage is advertised in accordance with law.
Declare the hearing open. Is there anyone online?
No.
I move that this public hearing be closed and the ordinance be adopted on final reading, and that the township clerk be directed to post the ordinance by title on the Milburn Township Notices page as passed on final reading in accordance with law.
Second the motion. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Cohen?
Yes.
Mr. Cosgrove?
Yes.
Mr. Ceruto?
Yes.
Mr. Stoller?
Yes.
Mayor Sakamandy?
Yes.
Thank you.
Ordinance 2750-26. Reading Cohen is scheduled to sponsor.
Yes, I present for consideration an ordinance entitled ordinance number 2750-26, capital ordinance providing for various capital improvements in and for the Township of Milburn, County of Essex, State of New Jersey, and appropriating $1,765,000, therefore from the Capital Improvement Fund to pay for the cost thereof. Tonight is the time set for the public hearing and final passage as advertised in accordance with law.
Declare the hearing open. Is there anyone online?
No.
I move that the public hearing be closed and the ordinance be adopted on final reading, and that the township clerk be directed to post the ordinance by title on the Milburn Township Public Notices page as passed on final reading in accordance with law.
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Cohen?
Yes.
Mr. Cosgrove?
Yes.
Mr. Ceruto?
Yes.
Mr. Stoller?
Affirmative.
Mayor Sakamandy?
Yes.
Thank you.
Ordinance 2751-26. Reading Stoller, you're scheduled to sponsor.
I present for consideration ordinance entitled ordinance number 2751-26, bond ordinance providing for various road improvements by and in the Township of Milburn in the County of Essex, State of New Jersey, appropriating $1 million, therefore, and authorizing issuance of $952,380 of bonds or notes of the township to finance part of the cost thereof. Tonight is the time set for the public hearing and final passage as advertised in accordance with law.
I declare the hearing open. Do we have anyone online?
No, ma'am. I move that this public hearing be closed and ordinance be adopted on final reading, and the township clerk be directed to post ordinance by title on the Milburn Township Public Notices page as passed on final reading in accordance with law.
I second the motion. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Cohen?
Yes.
Mr. Cosgrove?
Yes.
Mr. Ceruto?
Yes.
Mr. Stoller? Mayor Sakamandy?
Yes.
Thank you.
Great. We have no old business, new business, damaged building safety, Reading Ceruto. Review.
Yeah, and even Deputy Mayor Cosgrove jump in whenever you'd like as well. But I think we're all aware of the major fire that took place in Belleville a short while ago. And we also have properties within our township that are in difficult conditions currently. So I wanted to just bring to the Township Committee for discussion, I believe Deputy Mayor Cosgrove as well, on strengthening some of our regulations, in particular on when these incidents take place, the swift demolition and the public safety afterwards designating an officer, such as the construction official, to make decisions with regard to some of these properties and their current condition. Deputy Mayor Cosmo.
I'm unaware of this, I don't.
Oh, I-
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
I guess you're not.
Thank you.
Anyways, what does the township committee think of it?
So I had heard of this from one of the members of the zoning board. They were explaining how in some other towns, if there was a building that was damaged by fire and was deemed to be dangerous, that the town would require them to take it down within a certain period of time. And if they didn't, the township would take it down and then bill the owner, put a lien on the property. I think one of the challenges with this is, let's say you have a fire. Oftentimes there's insurance claims involved. The insurance company is going to want to do an investigation. Depending on the circumstances of the fire department may be doing an investigation. So, I think it would be good to look and see what other towns are doing with regards to, ordinances to accomplish taking down these dangerous buildings. We'd have to figure out what the appropriate amount of time is to allow for any necessary investigations. Also, we could have, circumstances where building is damaged, but maybe salvageable. In what case, what's the criteria used to determine whether the building should come down or not? So I think we're gonna need to get some more information to be able to put something together if that's the direction the rest of the committee wants to go.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I just need more information. I'm sure we have some type of process in place. I think the big deal, or not the tragedy in Belleville was the electricity was kept on or something after the building was damaged or something. So I would like to know what our current process is, an investigation, maybe fire department, whoever, safety officer, whoever it is. But anything for safety, yeah.
Is this commercial only or is this residential as well? Amy, what were you
I think
thinking?
it could be both.
And so what, Alex, can you explain what our experience was with that fire, where the woman, terribly passed away?
Yeah, I mean, I think in several instances in the township, we've had, where we had one on Old Short Hills Road, we had one on Norwood, which both resulted in a fatality. They do take time to go through that investigation hours, investigation prosecutor's office, investigation. And then, whether the owner is, determining whether, to take down the house or not. I think there is a degree of expediency that is needed at times when it comes to this. And in those instances, it does drag on a little bit. And so I think there's an ability, and I think to Mr. Stoller's point, let's figure out, let's see what we have in place and whether it's something that exists and how long that takes so that we can compare it to other towns and whether there's a faster process or a quicker process. But the few that we've had that have resulted in a severely damaged structure that would be considered condemned or unfit for habitation, usually involved a fatality or an insurance claim. And so it does take a while. I think some of it too is the rebuilding back and how quickly can you get them to, repair it or build it back. And I wouldn't limit it just to fire damage. It could be, car damage, hurricane damage, things like that, that could help expedite how fast these things happen. So, but those took a while because they both resulted in a fatality. But the one at 517 Milburn Avenue, that was torn down immediately, but it took forever to rebuild. And so, those are the three that come to mind immediately.
One thing we might want to look into is, I know when there's new construction, you have to put a fence around. So maybe one of the things we could look at is, if there's a fire in a damaged building that could be dangerous, we don't want kids going in there. So maybe we have a fencing requirement, while, investigations are ongoing, just so that it's not left open. Maybe that's something to look into as well. That sounds like, we want to get more information.
Yeah, we get more information. I mean, the other one that comes not even closer to our town is the closer to our town is Chris's Hot Dogs in South Orange. You see that fire? Right there on the corner across from Catty Corner Dunkin' Donuts. Chris's whatever, but that entire building caught blaze and they boarded it up, but.
Oh, there's a dine,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah,
diner, yeah.
by the, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
But, you know, if there's a danger, absolutely, we should understand what it is. We never want to subject anybody to that, but it's just more.
I guess if we could have the fire in-house, we could have our fire chief take the lead up, the fire prevention team. Slash investigation, take the lead. That's it for me. Go
All right.
next.
Public, the second public comment. This public comment period is to allow for final comments from the community. When invited to speak, offer your comments, please come to the lectern, clearly state your name, whether you are a Milburn resident, your business or property owner. Please do not provide your full address, seeing as the meetings are recorded and are readily available to the public. A reminder that in order to help facilitate an orderly meeting and to be heard, speakers shall limit their comments to 1 3-minute session. And now open the public comment period.
Good evening. Charles Bambara, 30-year resident of Newton Hills. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna let this one go. I recommend that you pull up on Chatham Road around 7:25 in the morning and observe what goes on. Because it's a free for all, and I understand New Jersey Transit owns the platform. The platform doesn't need to be extended. It already goes down that far. All you need is a set of stairs to let the people come up from the crosswalk up to the already existing platform. Perhaps that also is New Jersey Transit property, but there's nothing wrong with the township recommending or asking New Jersey Transit to provide a set of steps there to facilitate the pedestrians that are already there to just go up the steps onto the platform where they're safer and get off the road. So I never had this idea until I witnessed it firsthand every morning. And as I look at it, it makes perfect sense. So I just recommend that you each go take a look at it too. And hopefully it'll make perfect sense to you. Thank you.
Jean Pasternak, resident. I wanted to just say congratulations to the Township Committee for taking actions tonight on the Twitter building. Also the Palm Salon. Ever since I've come to these meetings about 6, 7 years ago, people have been talking about it in the community. It's definitely been, since Ida particularly, such a topic after the car got stuck under the bridge and the fountain just gushed and ruined the downtown. So I really think it's a long time coming, and I'm so glad that you guys have the, whatever you've had to do this. It's really, really great news for our town. Thank you very much.
If anyone online?
One online.
Hi everyone, my name is Venkat Bala. I just wanted to let you know that I support the ordinance for pedestrian safety, especially with the school students who are crossing between high school, middle school, as well as elementary school, close to the downtown area. So I would like to second the amendment as whatever has been raised regarding the speed limits and the controls associated with it. And the second aspect is that I had raised an issue with the township regarding the water runoff that comes from East Orchon onto Old Short Hills. But I was kind of told that this is like a county road and I need to contact Essex County personnel. But of course, like if a government official, I wanted to know what is the process and the procedure to approach this. And why, as a resident of Melbourne and Short Hills, I'm being asked to contact the county as compared to going through the township, and the township raises it through the committee to the county. Thank you.
Else online?
No, Mayor.
And now close the public comment period. Zero solar.
Sure. Mr. Bambera, you know, I'm walking the train tracks with the New Jersey Transit guys. I went through that train station for 8 years, then the current train station in Millburn as well, for the last 5 or 6. So I understand exactly what you're talking about. There's not a sidewalk there, which is also an issue because you're parking right on it and then you're walking up and down. I know exactly what you're saying. I will mention it to them. And also mentioning the disrepair of the actual platform, the lack of some ADA on Millburn, as well as the lack of maintenance on the other facility and such. So I'll take care of that with you. Gene, thank you for your kind words on the footer building in Palm Salon. And then Venkat, you know, we originally met with Sanjeev when I went over to Essex County and met with the executives. This is something I can definitely be brought up to Sanjeev, to the county engineer, you know, and they can measure, I guess, it's a county road. Why can't they measure it and give us some type of feedback of that water flow? So I think you could call me or Jamie's gone over there, and one of us will get you in touch with Sanjeev and we can move it forward. Thank you.
Anyone else from the committee? Nope. All right, Mr. McDonald.
Yeah, I would just suggest that I'll work with Mr. Bala on that and coordinate with the county. Just, you know, it is a county road. It is gonna be their decision whether they're going to put rolled asphalt to block the water in that area. I think he had told me, I'll just be quite frank, this has not been a front of mind thing, but I can certainly have a conversation with Mr. Bala.
All right, if you need help, let me know too.
Attorney Cantor.
No, nothing further, Mayor. Thank you.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second the motion, Attorney.